Look, we have been a big fan of The Boys since the beginning. Obviously, like most people like it. The show just goes to places that you'd never expect. It obviously is a parody, of superheroes in general, but what sets it apart from the comic is that this show is taking place in the modern superhero age, which means the actual characters and the companies that it will parody is the current MCU and the DCEU, right? So dude, I just love every single reference, every single satire element that they bring in, the characters that they are, obviously parodying in this, the meme elements that go viral on the internet and they bring that into the show. So much of that is so well done by them. I just love this team so much because not only they do this like some cheap comedy parody, but they actually have a really good storyline going on. The characters are strong on their own. Like the parody elements are cool and stuff, but it wouldn't have worked so well if the story or the characters were not good. So that comes first, and they are nailing it every season. Homelander is still, the one of the best characters on TV ever, and he's still strong, going strong in this season, and I just love every aspect of Homelander. To a point, I feel like they make you empathize with him, even if he's such a horrible person, but you feel empathy towards him because of what he's going through from his perspective, right? So you can kind of see that this show's writing is so good because they make you feel empathy towards this horrible character, and they give him antagonists as well. So it's not like he is the villain of the show, but he's still the front head captain of the seven, which kind of is complicated there now, but you can still see. I just love the character that Giancarlo Esposito plays, Stan Edgar. He's also amazing, dude. Like the way he's playing in this season right now, he's basically showing Homelander that even if you are the most powerful, person in the world, you don't have real power, and that is so
Yeah,
fucking good.
I always thought it was
Mhm.
when last season ended. They kind of blackmailed Homelander with the
Yeah.
video of him not saving the people on the. And I was like thinking to myself, oh, that because I didn't I was thinking, how are they going to get out of this situation last season, especially with the Nazi kind of super villain, superhero, and how are they going to get out of this entire situation? Like, oh, they blackmail him. Okay, cool, but like he is Homelander. He is basically Superman. If I know he loves attention and all that kind of stuff, but if he really wanted to just say, fuck it, I'm going to take out the entire world, he could, and we actually get to see that progress in these first three episodes, which I actually liked. And you can see the fear in everybody's eyes again because, oh shit, maybe we shouldn't blackmail this guy because you honestly just can't. There is no leverage with this guy.
Yeah, man. Like it's really crazy because like you said, there was that blackmail thing, and they touch on that again in this season, and I'm really hyped for how that plays out because it was kind of ruled out now by Homelander. So now he's
Yeah,
on the path of truly being unstoppable, and he's on the
yeah,
path of true power, and he is basically alone against everyone else, like not just non-soups, but he's against soups as well. So like literally his own species is against him, the humans are against him, the power people are against him, so he's basically alone right now. And the only I just loved that moment when he basically has nobody left, and after that the only person who could actually talk to is Billy Butcher, and he goes to his apartment and sits and they both have a conversation. Dude, that was such a great scene, man. I just loved that. But yeah, Billy Butcher and the boys are also pretty fantastic in this. They have their own storylines going, and I'm really excited to see where this goes. So yeah, Mar, what do you think of it?
Well, yeah, we had like the Snyder Cut reference as well. Zack Snyder's Justice League, the board cut. That social media campaign before the third season came out was just very, very funny and self-aware. And I don't think you could like if you're a Snyder fan or anything like that. I don't see how you would be annoyed at that. It's just playful fun, and I thought it was really well done. The board cut, like because I'm forgetting her name now, but the Nazi superhero villain. Of course, they were making a Justice League type
Stormfront.
movie with all of the
Dude, that cameo.
yeah, Stormfront. We're making that Justice. Oh, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. But no, they're making like a Justice League style film, and then of course it all comes out that she was a Nazi, so they have to recut, and the movie is kind of thrown to the side. And then the fans online were saying release the board cut, so they went back and did reshoots, and they brought in, well, they brought in a cameo.
Yeah.
You're talking about that cameo. Yeah, that was cool. They brought in, I don't know. I don't want to spoil anyone, but they brought in a cameo anyway, big star, and to replace her in the Justice League style movie in that world. So that was pretty cool. I did enjoy that. And the first 3 episodes, like I think the first one's over an hour long, and the rest of them like 59 minutes. There's a lot to take in as well, and the story moves pretty well. Well, the characters all have a personality to them as well, so you kind of enjoy going back and forward to different characters at different times. And Anthony Starr, who plays Homelander, who, if anyone wants another show with Anthony Starr, is Banshee, which is a really badass. If you love like men just fighting and getting with women and stuff like that, he plays a character like that where he's just beating up guys, getting with different girls and stuff like that. He's a badass. Banshee is a good watch with a good story to it as well. But the scenes where Homelander has like long monologues are just fascinating. I feel myself pressed up towards my TV because I don't know what's going to come out of his mouth next and what he could do, because he could snap at any moment. No character's safe when they're in a scene with Homelander. And also, I was like I was the 3rd episode in, and I was thinking to myself that there's been action and there's been gore and stuff like this, but these are Justice League characters, and we don't get to see them do like Justice League type action things. And I'm okay with that because the story is so good, the writing is so good, and the characters are so interesting. I don't have to see Superman or Wonder Woman or Batman type action in every single episode. I will just watch these characters talk. And they don't have the budget, of course, for like an Avengers or Justice League type series every single episode. But if they didn't have good writers and good directors and good actors playing these characters, the show wouldn't be on its 3rd season right now at all. But it is because of how well it is and how well it's put out there.
It's basically Amazon's top show right now until Lord of the Rings, comes out. But as of now, it is their top show.
Yeah.
Yep.
It might be so.
And I feel like their production design and the budget also went up, right?
Oh, they definitely did. Yeah, I'm not shitting on the budget or anything. I'm just saying, like, you have a Superman type character, and he doesn't do too many Superman type stuff, and that's okay. That doesn't devalue the show at all.
Yeah. I think they will save that for the finale, just like they did last season.
Yeah.
They had just one battle for the entire show. But I think they'll
kind of really like
season
1 is very low.
Yeah. Yeah. The only issue is it's like it's lacking something like that. Like I completely agree with you that we don't have the fights because we are only thinking that because of the Superman character, because Homelander can basically do anything. So that also kind of feels like, then why isn't he doing, big stuff, right? But if he wasn't there, then this show's budget was perfect. Like everyone else can easily, easily be handled within the budget. But because he's there, it's like, well, he's basically Superman. So why is he, why are they nerfing him kind of?
Can I ask a question? The flashback to with Soldier Boy and that whole team. Yeah. What's the character's name? Black Namor?
Black Noir.
Black Noir. Black Noir, yeah.
Yeah, so was that was his kind of origin story why he always wears the mask?
Yes.
That was? Okay, yeah. I wasn't too sure if it's the same person in the suit.
No, that is him, but there's also apparently another thing that happens with him in the comics. I think they will be...
Is he still around?
Is he what?
Is he still alive?
I'm not sure.
He didn't die last
Yeah, he's still alive. In the show, he's still alive.
No, they said he's. I think they said he's in the hospital because he's recovering from an allergy and
something like that. And then he's alive in the show, There's something related to him that is big apparently, and it's in the comics. And I didn't, look that up or didn't want to know anything about it, so I'm just, being careful with that. But yeah, I feel like, because in the trailers they kind of highlighted him a
I
lot,
could probably
so I feel like it's
yeah.
coming this season.
And the character in the flashback, was that Giancarlo Esposito's
Yes.
younger
Yeah.
version? Okay. I won't say
Yeah.
anything.
Him,
Daniel
and
Kaluuya.
there was
Yes.
also Mallory's younger version. Man, she was awesome.
Yeah.
Young Mallory was awesome in the flashbacks, I feel. So yeah. Rokan, what did you think?
I wouldn't be surprised
Yeah, go ahead.
if they did. Sorry, I wouldn't be surprised if they did a prequel with Soldier Boy in that team in that era of
Yeah.
superheroes. Like in a few years, like they do like a prequel series. Might be interesting. But yeah, Rokan, go ahead.
Yeah, I gotta say, first 3 episodes of The Boys, I absolutely love kind of like the start of it. Especially like right at the beginning, it just straight tells you, that this is gonna be probably like the most wild. We're gonna see some of the most wild things in this season. I mean, we got an episode that's gonna be called. It's gonna be Hero-gasm, for crying out loud. Like they're gonna go all out with how wild this is gonna be. So it's, so I love what we've seen so far. I like the idea of them exploring of Huey trying to stop Soups in the legal way, and how they're kind of like using Butcher and the boys as kind of like their bounty hunters in a way. You know what I mean? Like they grab the Soups and they give them to the bureau. I was like, oh, that's so cool. I really wanted to see more of that. I you know what I mean? I wanted to see them kind of like emphasize that more, but from what we saw, I thought it was pretty cool. And so, yeah, I like that. And I also like the stuff with Starlight and her, kind of like promotion already, and how it causes tension between her and Homelander that leads to like Homelander getting even more and more unhinged. Like, I like that. So I'm
Yeah.
really digging what I'm seeing so far. The only thing I am not liking is the stuff with the Deep, just because I thought the stuff with the Deep in 2 really just bored me. And then right here at the beginning of season 3, I was kind of like, are we really going anywhere with the Deep?
He's weird. He's just a weird character.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough that you can tell with him. Like he has the same problem as Aquaman. Like, what are they gonna do on land? You know, I don't know.
Aquaman, you solve this problem by making him the king of the sea, and you do kind of like those types of like royalty, tension type of stories. With the
Yeah.
Deep, you literally just do nothing with him.
Yeah, but that scene,
yeah,
that table scene was pretty fucking horrific, dude. Like,
I felt for the octopus.
I couldn't help it laugh. I really could not help but laugh at that scene.
Like, I don't know.
Even the effects were so good.
The octopus's acting was fantastic.
Yeah, it was.
Rest in peace, buddy.
It was horrible.
But I wanted to touch. I remember a few months ago when the trailer came out, and like, then I don't know how I feel about the ordinary guys getting superpowers. The 24-hour.
Yeah, V24.
They take a liquid and it makes them into a superhero for 24 hours. Because I really liked how on edge I was in season 1 and 2 when the boys were around the 7, right? The superheroes or Homelander, because they could die at any second because they're ordinary guys and they have to think a little bit more. They have to plan a little bit more. They're kind of like all Batman in a way, where they have to plan out what their intentions and what their plan is. Because if they don't, they will be killed. And I was like, I don't know about them getting superpowers, because it was in the trailer anyway that they were going to be that Butcher was going to be taking them, and I still don't know how I feel about it, but that scene was pretty graphic when he met Soldier Boy's sidekick. How it's going to go, but like, I suppose I would love to see Carl Urban's character and Anthony Starr's character just go at each other for a scene. That'd be cool, but. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah, we'll see.
I actually thought you would be convinced, because there was actually one scene that addressed this concern. Like, people obviously will think that, how can Butcher, who is the poster, the poster guy for being against everything Soups, become a Soup, right? So that was obviously the question. And they literally addressed that same question in one scene between Maeve and him. He basically asked the same thing. He said, and why do you think out of everyone else, me would become, would take this thing and become a soup? And she basically said, this is our only chance to, defeating Homelander. Don't fuck it up. It was simple. So it was his only chance. So he had to do it. So I felt like that was convincing enough for me. But yeah, I feel like he will struggle with that as well because obviously his teammates are gonna mock him for it, for doing that. That's definitely coming. So yeah.
We also had is it Laurie Holden? Rokan, do you know Laurie? Isn't that?
Laura
She was
Holden,
in Walking. She was in Walking Dead 3 seasons. She was cool as like an older superhero as well. They cast Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who was Negan, who of course is Thomas Wayne, and of course Supernatural. They cast him to be in The Boys, so I don't know. He's supposed to be a season regular in season 4, but I don't know if he'll show up this season. I don't know what kind of character he's going to play. But Jeffrey Dean Morgan is set to appear. That would be awesome to see whatever role he has.
We have Supernatural cast members in this show, and now we have Walking Dead cast members.
Yeah, Jensen Ackles. We didn't get to see much of him, but his voice. I liked his voice. When he appeared as
I think he's coming back.
It's just Well, I think he is. I know he's a lead on a CW show, but I think he can do both type of shows depending on the schedule. But it is cool though just to see Jensen Ackles be Captain America, because this is kind of a trivia for you guys. Jensen Ackles was Marvel's original choice to play Captain America back in 20s. Like they'd see him on Supernatural, they're like, oh, this guy could be Captain America, and Ackles was going to do it, and then Supernatural got picked up for more seasons because it was supposed to end after season 5. And so he wasn't able to do it. So I just think it's so cool that he gets to play a kind of like a more fucked up version of Captain America.
Yeah. And I feel like he is gonna be brought back just like Captain America. He might be frozen in ice or something like that by the Russians, and he'll suddenly appear in the city, and he might not remember his past or whatever. So yeah, I do feel like he's coming back in that same style.
Yeah. If he comes back, I'd say they want the PR team of the 7 will want to make him the leader, because he's the old American hero, and he's back now. You're not going to wait. So that'll be an interesting dynamic between him and Homelander, for sure.
I think Homelander and him will definitely go toe to toe in this season for sure. And he has to go against Starlight as well now. That reality show was so corny. That was so corny.
So like they mentioned so many different actors as well, and it's like one big parody of just everything that we've ever seen before: superheroes and game shows, and they even mentioned Shia LaBeouf as well in this. So, like they touch on everybody in that reality show. Yeah, it was pretty funny, and like the show is really racist as well at times. It's very homophobic. It's very against feminism and women being powerful and being something. And, is that sexist? And then that South Afghanistan superhero, the politics there, because it's the show is brutal. It's
I actually really love how they never censor anything. Like, not words, not terms. Like, they don't care about being politically correct or anything like that. So they just go at everyone, dude. Yeah. That's fucking awesome. That Disneyland scene.
No, oh jeez.